Yo, what's up everyone? It's JJ. I'm chilling with my boy PD Magic. Subscribe to him right in the links below. In today's video, I'm very excited, PD. I'm very excited, PD.
Why?
Because for a long time, I've wanted to teach the hot shot cut.
Ooh, the hot shot.
And I've wanted to...
Great move, by the way.
It is a very good move, and I was...
Well, presentation.
But I think it's cool that it flicks out.
Yeah.
So
Some people like that more than the trick itself.
You know what? That doesn't surprise me. Like, hey, do the flicking card out. But I found the card. Yeah, I don't care, but do the whatever it flicks out. So, guys, I thought I'd teach it right here. We're right here near PD's office, and it's very raw right now. Like, get a shot, sit on the street. Sit and get a shot of the street. It's very raw. You've got the foreigners. You've got the people selling the what is that? Hello. You got the t-shirts. You got it all here. You got some building that behind us is like all white, and this is like, I think it's like a shop front. It's going to be like it's going to be a little market, and it's like 4:30 in the afternoon. It's a little bit overcast, or it's just about to rain. So, but I thought, hey, why not teach it? So, Petey's going to jump on board as well because this move is very complex, and we're going to go through it. So, as you would have seen, you take a card, you flick it out. That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible.
But wait, before you go on, this is why...
There you go. It's like that.
But that's a classic example why this is a knacky thing.
Yeah.
You won't get it first. It's something you keep doing over and over till you get a feel for how the card pops out. Like, it looks like we're flicking it out.
Yeah.
There's an actual part that it naturally pops out because of the way the card is maneuvered.
And it's because I was trying to rush it there. Even for myself who's done it hundreds, maybe thousands of times, yeah, we're just checking the mic. He's not checking my ass. He's like,
mic is on.
Yeah, it's all right.
Last time we filmed and it was on.
That sucked, and we're like, no. So it's something that you have to be on. It's very raw. People are real stopping here. So this is the move. You want to get your deck out as well, so we can go over it. So
my deck.
Your deck out, your dick out, Kiwi styles. So this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be holding the deck in straddle grip. So you're going to go forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, right? And so turning it around so that basically the cards cannot fall out. Tight enough, not so super tight that you're hurting yourself, but tight enough, all right? Then, now I'm going to be teaching you the complex one, okay? Because Daryl's one is this. It's only 2 fingers, Daryl's one. But we're going to be teaching the full version one. Full version one is this. You have to do you have to be good at doing Charlie A cuts. If you don't know the Charlie A cut, learn it in the description below. So you're going to be able to master that first, all right? Then, this is what you're going to do from here. You're going to be lifting up half of the deck. Not lifting up, but sort of making an incision and having half of the deck cut open. All right? All right, that's the first part. And if at any point that you think that maybe another tip, just jump on in.
Yeah.
Okay? While we get a little crew.
Get a shot of this.
Get a shot of this. This is...
Say hello.
Hello, hi. Yeah, hi. Get a shot of these guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
The boy's gone wild. Yeah, all right, doesn't matter, all right. So, from this point on, right, now you're going to do this. What I do is I kick my thumb a little bit, move the cards forward, and what I'm doing is I'm angling the cards so I can be holding the bottom section of the deck, and then I've got my middle finger and forefinger gripping this top stock, like this. You're going to be angling this up. Okay? Because what's going to be happening right now is you're going to be using your thumb to angle the cards around, and it's going to go all the way around the cards with your middle forefinger and thumb all over the deck as you pull your pinky down.
Now feel free to pause the video and see the position of the fingers. Can I just add in and show? See, so you've got your straddle. Just see where the fingers are on the deck. As you do this, I maneuver this top pack. Don't worry about the bottom pack for now. I'm moving over the top pack. So now it's held by these 3 fingers.
And that works for you, right?
That works for me. Now my thumb goes underneath this pack to this side. To grab here, and then it gets maneuvered to there.
Would you say it's a bit of a balance thing for you as well?
Yeah, I'd say so. So you go from here, like that.
Yeah. So the most important thing, as I said, you've learnt this, you're at this point now. This part here's going to be fiddly, because after many years and times of doing this, I position the pack, lonely times, I position the pack that it works for me. The way you do it is a little bit like, so now Petey, he doesn't keep this so far, he keeps it quite deep in his hand, while mine is a bit further back. That's probably just our hands and how we hold the deck, right? So he flicks it out. So you're here, Your thumb goes here and it angles over this part. Now, just so you know, the only thing holding this deck here is my forefinger and thumb. Everything else is gripped with my middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. But once again, it's in straddle position, so it doesn't fall out. All right? It shoots all the way over, and we both use our pinky to sort of angle it down a little bit.
Have enough room for it
to go over, right?
Yeah.
So then you're here. Then what's going to happen is when the deck comes back, you're going to be in this position. Your
the forefinger's naturally in there as the brake.
Yeah, exactly right. The forefinger's here naturally because of the brake. Now, this is knacky. You're going to be sliding the card out with your finger or your thumbnail, doesn't matter, and it's going to come out. And what's going to happen is you don't want to keep the deck flat. You need there to be a little bit of air. And when I say air, a little bit of a gap. Because what's happening is you're using that gap enough to flick the card out with your thumb or your forefinger. But usually this is what happens when people learn it first time. This happens. It doesn't flick, it just goes straight on top of the deck. All right? So once again, you're here. And once again, this is one of these things with video, you're gonna have to learn how to get each section perfect so that you get to this point. So you're here. So I'm in this position right now. If we sort of pause it, the card sort of looks like this. All right? And then, but once again, because you need a little bit of flicking power, you're using your middle finger. And what's going to happen when you practice this the first time, you're gonna want to go for this. It's going to not manually.
It sort of pops out.
It sort of pops out, right? And once you can get that pop out move going a little bit, you're going to start having to maneuver it and maneuver your fingers to a position. Maybe it's a little bit higher for you. Maybe the card's this high. Maybe the card's this low in the deck.
I have a tip about that.
Yeah.
So when you get to this point here, as you get this around to here, and you got your finger there in a break, if you watch Jay, he maneuvered it out with his forefinger. What I like to do is I like to use my middle finger also. So when I get to here, my middle finger goes in here in replacement of this finger. I have this here squared up so then this middle card can come out.
So you use your middle finger.
Now I use this corner as a guide to maneuver the card right out to the middle of this card here. So all that's revealed is these three corners. That's my point access. So when I keep pushing that, it wants to pop out. See how it just wants to pop out?
Yeah.
So when you do it fast,
it's yours, by the way.
You do it fast to here, to the middle, see?
Yeah. And it flicks out really nice. And that's a really good point, actually. This isn't one of these moves where momentum helps with this because the card isn't actually flat. It's actually sort of halfway coming out and you're just angling it to flick over like that. Another move, what I noticed as well when I first started learning this, is this would happen a lot too. So I was here and what would happen is to get that really nice for the deck to come right over, this can get caught sometimes and it sucks, and then you try, and then this happens, and then you try and it becomes fiddly. You actually have to square up the deck, right? Make sure your hands are in the right position so that there's enough room. So that happens, right? You drop cards, so there's enough room for you to really kick it over, flick the card out, and then catch it. Now, an important move on flicking the card out is this as well. When you flick it, you're going to have to get used to the distance you do it and where your hand goes as well. My hand is, I'm not sure in size-wise, but
if you do know, if you give a little bit of a flick, it goes further.
Yeah, definitely. Like if I do that, right, it's not going to go further. But if I
just do it, and I don't
probably even catch it.
I just do this, it just goes there.
Yeah.
But if I give it a bit more, I can actually stand maybe here.
Yeah.
And try and flick it to you.
Yeah.
And from here, I can get it so that maybe.
I should have caught that. Yeah. But that's the idea. Another thing as well, I'm just thinking when after you're here, you flicking it out, then you can really get that flick going, and it can be really, really nice. Oh, really nice. Nice try.
Like right up in the ear.
And it's really, and hopefully you try catch it as well.
The idea is to catch it.
Yeah.
It's nice when you catch it.
But then you have your helpers helping you. So what happens? So once again, guys, you're here. You go to cut. You cut half the deck. You kick these out a little bit as your middle finger and forefinger grip the cards. Use your thumb, flick that all the way over. I'm opening my hand as large as possible, using my pinky to pull down a little bit so that just clears the cards. This comes together. Use my forefinger or fingernail to maneuver the card out. Once again, for me it's like this, and then using my middle finger or forefinger or ring. I know some people use ring, but for me it's forefinger. 2, flick the card out, and then you catch it from there. Guys, out of all probably the videos I've ever made on Freemagic Live, I would say this would be the most complex move, because even if the fan took me 6 months to learn, that was a pressure thing, right? And maybe I just wasn't paying attention to the manual at the time who was teaching me, the book or I can't remember if it was a book or video that I learned from. I think I learned from both. But there's a lot of elements to it. You got to cut, you got to position here, you got to clear all these, you got to kick this out, then you've got to learn the flick out move. There's a lot of moves to get this, but once you get it, then you can do stuff like, as I said, you know, you can control the card to the bottom. So you go like this, you control the card to the bottom.
That's right, because you are flicking out the bottom card.
That's exactly right. So you're flicking the card out to the bottom and you catch it. Man, that is impressive. It's really, really impressive.
Now don't give up at the start, because you will drop cards several times, but don't give up, because it is a bit of a knack and you may not get used to getting this.
It's tough. It's tough. And something that you do, and you know, you can show them. Well, it's a nice ace routine that I saw. Was it Blaine do?
Blaine do. So I'd have 2 cards here.
Yeah, we're not teaching you this though.
I'm not teaching.
So perform it to me. Here's a nice little effect when you get the hot shot cut down.
So let's say that's
the jack. Yep.
There's a card there.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just going to give it a couple of cuts, and I'll use the 2 aces. And I'll cut somewhere in
Come back a bit. Yep.
Find the card, maybe here, I'm not sure. And I'll catch it between the aces.
That is really cool. Impressive, and people go, wow, that's people think it's impressive. So guys, go through it, and then what's going to happen as well is when you can actually, what the cool thing, I need to actually tell them this, but I sometimes, if I don't want to do the whole move, if I don't want to go from like all the way around, if I just want to flick out a card, I can even just go from, you can just go from cutting the deck, finger goes in, and flicking out the cards. So yeah guys, so once again, I'm here, I'm kicking the cards over, catching the cards, and then, you know, making people go wow. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Like if you like these videos, subscribe to PD, and I'll see you in another week where we show you something cool. Once again, really appreciate you guys watching this, and I really hope that you're enjoying this content and the detailed advanced moves. Let's close it off by kicking it on our shoe and trying catching it.
Alright, I'll go first.
You go first. First time, come on mate. Oh! One more. Oh! Okay, my turn.
It's too hard.
Alright, this is actually difficult. Oh, last time. I'll do one more try. Oh. Third time's always a charm. Wait, third time. Third time, ready? Here we go. 1. Oh!